folks, and welcome once again to Wrestling Showdown Rewind right here on the W3L network. Where else would you be on a Sunday at 12 o'clock? Exactly. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you haven't, just do it. One button click, all it takes. You know the drill by now. And of course, it just keeps you reminded every time we release an episode of Rewind or anything else on the network, particularly as we're building towards Wrestlution VII. That's right, we are bringing you for the first time in history the historic 10-year anniversary event from the World Wrestling League. It comes your way on March 21st via the W3L Box Office. Now, on the box office, there are a whole bunch of amazing titles. You should definitely go on and watch them right now via digital download. You can watch the 10-year documentary to get you in the mood for our 10-year anniversary event. What more could you want? And so over the past few weeks, we've been building towards Wrestlution VII, bringing you footage from 2013 that led up to this historic event. This will be no exception. I'll tell you about this week's match in just a second. And of course, we're doing that because we couldn't bring you very much wrestling last year. We got a couple of events in at the start of the year. We can't bring you any so far right now. Hopefully later in the year we can. We do have some dates scheduled. These are they're planned for last year and they have been rescheduled a couple of times since. All original tickets do remain valid. So if you have bought tickets for those events last year, keep them and we'll get you as soon as we can. Hopefully we'll add to that and get even more events added on and get back up and running properly. When we do get back up and running properly, Crafty Connoisseur will come along once again as our live event sponsor. Their web store is always open. You should check them out. Make a purchase. They will send it straight to your door so you don't even have to leave the house. They can also do virtual tastings. They've often got special offers on via their social media. Check all that out. Make a purchase from Crafty and tell them that we said hello. If you're buying anything, buy the ever-expanding range of W3L t-shirts. There are fantastic designs. Something you will definitely like, I guarantee it. Get one of those t-shirts. Show your support for the Worldwide Wrestling League and also buy a fan support package. What better way to support W3L? Prices begin at only a £5. There's something to suit every budget. These are the things that you will get for that money or however much money you spend. It is a way of helping you help us until we are back up and running properly. The fan support packages, the t-shirts, DVDs as well, all available from our website. I'll tell you more about that in a little while. But let's talk Wrestlution VII. Again, it's the historic 10-year anniversary event from November 2013. It's not been seen since the night it occurred, and we are bringing it to you on the W3L Box Office March 21st. Yeah, not long now, a couple of weeks, and you'll be able to see it. Now, the past few weeks, we've been building towards it. We've been bringing you footage from 2013 that lead up to Wrestlution. We saw Nathan Reynolds win 7 Deadly Sins to guarantee himself a shot at the heavyweight championship in the main event of Wrestlution VII. We saw the natural Alan Grogan cash in the golden ticket on then heavyweight champion Mike Musso after a tag team match that Grogan wasn't even involved in, so Grogan is now the heavyweight champion. We then saw him face Mike Musso in a non-title match and defeat him. We saw Britain's Most Wanted lose the tag title to the Coffey Brothers and then seemingly break up forever. It's been a very eventful couple of weeks here on Rewind, and it was a very eventful year 2013 for W3L. This week's match is going to be singles competition. The 7 Deadly Sins winner Nathan Reynolds, he has got his sights set on the main event of Wrestlution. Nothing's going to stop him. He is charging forward. Momentum is on his side. But for how long? Because this week he has to face the notorious Nobleman Lucian Maynard Smith. This is a man that's only made a couple of appearances for W3L so far in his career. He is going to be part of the golden ticket ladder match at Wrestlution VII. And what better way to go into that ladder match than by scoring a victory over the winner of 7 Deadly Sins. There's all to play for in this contest. Let's get down to ringside as Nathan Reynolds faces Lucian Maynard Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce with you on Wrestling Showdown Rewind. You've got a singles contest in July of 2013, as of course we continue the build towards Wrestlution VII, W3L's 10-year anniversary event from the November of 2013, and of course, as you know, it's coming your way on March 21st via the W3L Box Office. So we'll be building towards it every single week. And on the left hand side of your screen we've got well, you can hear the reaction from the audience to the man on the right hand side of the screen, Lucian Maynard Smith. He's of course facing the highly popular one to watch Nathan Reynolds, the winner of 7 Deadly Sins in 2013. As things stand at this particular juncture, he is scheduled to face the W3L Heavyweight Champion Alan Grogan in the main event of Wrestlution VII for that championship. And this is one of the few appearances Smith had made in 2013. He hadn't quite got his feet under the W3L table, if you wanted to describe it as such. There's the belt to start this match. But he was obviously very capable. We'd seen him here before, actually. We saw him last time on Rewind was August of last year, the match in 2012. And he has gained some experience. He's been continuing to compete for W3L, most notably against Mike Musso at Remedy back in the February of this year, 2013. And he is somewhat in the spoiler role against Nathan Reynolds, because of course Reynolds has a guaranteed spot at Wrestlution in that main event, and Smith could potentially injure him. You know, if Reynolds picks up an injury of some kind going into it, that could be curtains for him. Smith has got a big opportunity. He's already been announced for the Golden Ticket ladder match, along with Rory Steele, who will be making one of his earliest W3L appearances, fresh out the W3L Action Academy. The Butcher Scott Rennick, who of course we saw lose the Tag Team Championship just the other week here on Rewind. And a mystery participant, somebody from the past of W3L. Covers a lot of ground. We don't know who it is. Management have hand chosen somebody. We'll find out on the night. And Smith just taking his sweet time. Reynolds is ready to go and has been since he came out. He is surfing on a wave of confidence. Since winning 7 Deadly Sins, he's realised that he's got this in his sights. His biggest opportunity ever is Smith with a knee lift. And descending with an axe handle across his back. Oh, went for the knee. Reynolds, I think, just somewhat goaded him in and knocks him down with these clotheslines. Reynolds is fired up. He has got Alan Grogan in the Heavyweight Championship and indeed the main event Wrestlution 7 in his sights. And if he can pull off offense like that, clotheslines, that dropkick, he might become the champion. But of course, Alan Grogan, we saw how he cashed in the Golden Ticket after a tag team match on a weakened and injured Mike Musso to get the title, the chase being on here. And Smith gets the axe handle. Of course, he claims it's actually Smythe, but there is a debate over that. There's no debate about how good he is. I mean, raking at the eyes, he's not been around as long as Reynolds, so he hasn't done quite as much with his career, but he's certainly showed a lot of potential to Smith, and that's why he's ended up in this ladder match. Imagine if he wins the Golden Ticket. Imagine if he cashes it in on the night against whoever walks away heavyweight champion. Anything is entirely possible, and Smith's grabbed the ropes. I think it was to try and prevent Reynolds from pulling him away and maybe trying to break the hold, but it's ended up that Reynolds knocks him down with a punch. Smith looks a little more cautious now. In the case of the Golden Ticket, the first one we had was back at Wrestlution VII, that being September 2011, as Smith's got a handful of hair. Damien O'Connor won it in a 4-way contest, cashed it in later on that night to win the Heavyweight Championship. Then it came back at Wrestlution VI, Alan Grogan won it. Of course, we saw what he did with that, as he cashed in against Mike Musso to become the current W3L Heavyweight Champion as of July 2013, covered by Lucian Maynard Smith, but Reynolds is not going to be stopped. And so at Wrestlution 7, we'll have the third Golden Ticket, but for the first time ever, it will be in a ladder match. So hang above the ring, the first wrestler to climb the ladder and retrieve it will be the holder of the Golden Ticket. Referee just warning Smith for grabbing at the nose of Reynolds, and I think all that's done is tick him off. Look at these fists. Reynolds isn't going to be stopped. He wants to get a victory because, of course, a loss, it doesn't necessarily change the result of Wrestlution 7, whatever that's going to be, but might affect your confidence, your momentum a little bit. And Smith went flying, got momentum He got a lot on the back of that suplex. Referee in for the cover, but he only counts to 2 as Smith kicks out. This will be a big thing for Lucian Maynard Smith if he were to overcome the 7 Deadly Sins winner. Oh, up over his shoulders. He's set for the one to watch. It's possibly what it was. Smith knew it and went to the eyes. He's had the benefit of being able to watch Reynolds week after week, month after month, so he knows sort of what Reynolds is going to bring to the table. Hence how he eye gouged his way out of that one to watch attempt. And there's an axe handle again from Smith. Reynolds just backs him at the corner. And Smith grabbing on the rope saying, "Get him off me." Also creates a bit of distance, as you can see. Now some uppercuts there. Well, he's proud of his English heritage, Lucian Maynard Smith. You've got to give him that. Applies this chin lock on Reynolds, just trying to wear him down. Slows momentum. Reynolds has shown a propensity for fighting back. When you give him a moment to catch a breath and he will retaliate against you. Smith knows it and doesn't want that to happen. And you see what I mean? Out of that chin lock with ease. Off the ropes, just saw last week here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind. Some footage from the... Oh, hang on, Smith with the cover. Some footage from Grogan versus Musso. It was non-title. Grogan still ended up cheating to get that victory though. And down with the God Save the Queen neckbreaker. Is this going to put Nathan Reynolds away? Well, not yet. Oh, it covers him again. But well, not yet. Smith just measuring him with these stomps. He's going to have his hands full at Wrestlution VII, that ladder match. Not only because it's a mystery participant. I mean, how do you prepare for something when you don't know what it is? I mean, Scott Rennett's going to come in with a lot of fire, because you would think that now that Britain's Most Wanted have disintegrated in his solo, he's going to want to prove his worth in the singles rings. And Rory Steele is one of the standouts at the Action Academy. It'll be his first real proper W3L match, or certainly one of his earliest ones. Certainly his biggest test in his fledgling career. He is not going to come out for this huge opportunity and lose. So Smith's going to have to be at his very best to take on both of them. And look at Reynolds just backed him up and rammed him in the corner. Oh, and a power slam from standing. He hoisted Smith off the floor and spun around and drove him down. To applying that count, normally you catch somebody as they rebound off the ropes, but Reynolds from a standing start. That's the power Reynolds has. He overpowers Grogan. He's much stronger. And yes, they fought before. They've battled in previous matches, most notably 7 Deadly Sins in February. So this is the sort of thing Reynolds can do, and he knows it, and Grogan knows it. If Reynolds gets hold of Grogan, can throw him around, he may be able to have his way with him. Lovely back suplex. Smith nearly folded in half. Oh! Beautiful overhead belly to belly. Smith's not a small man. He's nudging, I think, around 14 stone. And Reynolds thrown about with ease, hits the spinebuster. Will he get a victory with this move? Oh, not yet. Smith able somehow to get an arm in the air, raise that shoulder off the canvas. Reynolds stamping his feet. More for himself, I think, really, than the crowd. Boosts his adrenaline as he gets caught. Kneed right in the face. He's going for that spear. So he was... Well, there's no answer to that one. And he's just biding his time. Oh, he went for an elbow. Oh, and up he goes. He was in this position earlier. He had to gouge Reynolds' eyes to get out of it. But he can't this time. The one to watch uses the one to watch to drive down Smith and score the pinfall victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Nathan Reynolds.
So the winner of 7 Deadly Sins marches on to Wrestlution VII, his main event opportunity at the Heavyweight Championship. He overcame Smith, who, to be fair, gave him a fair old fight. Smith's going to be a tough competitor in that golden ticket ladder match. And those two things will go down at Wrestlution VII.
Nathan Reynolds overcomes Lucian Maynard Smith. Not exactly an easy task, but Reynolds continues his winning ways and continues his march towards the main event of Wrestlution VII later in that year, 2013. He, of course, is currently scheduled to be facing the natural Alan Grogan for the heavyweight title in the main event of Wrestlution VII. We will be seeing a contract signing for their match in a week or two here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind. So the match is not entirely confirmed yet, but it will be soon. So stay tuned for that. If you hit the subscribe button, if you haven't, you probably should do, and then you will be notified when that episode is released. Speaking of Smith, he's already had a match announced. In fact, let's tell you about the matches that have been concreted for Wrestlution VII. We know that the golden ticket will be up for grabs in a ladder match. Lucian Maynard Smith, Rory Steele, the Butcher Scott Rennick, and a mystery opponent will all fight for the chance to win the fabled golden ticket. The Reaver Taylor Bryden will face former Disco Biscuit tag team partner the very good Mr. Ewan Mackey, and His Royal Highness King Liam has issued an open challenge. There will be other matches added to Wrestlution VII in the coming weeks, so again, keep it right here on Rewind and I'll tell you about them as we go along. Now, we of course have got a whole bunch of things up on the W3L Box Office. You should definitely watch them. Again, you can see them via digital download, you can watch them in just a few minutes. Go on there, check out some of the prior events, there's previous Wrestlutions, you name it, there's some amazing stuff. Get them watched in preparation for Wrestlution VII coming your way March 21st. And of course, we can't bring you live events right now, we hope to do so later in the year. These are the events I've scheduled. All are subject to change, of course. Original tickets all do remain valid. When we are back up and running, Crafty Corner Sewell returns our live event sponsor. Make a purchase from them, tell them that we said hello. Of course, buy yourself a t-shirt from our web store. You should also get a fan support package as well. Help you help us to keep going just until we're back up running properly. You can get them and you can get DVDs and the t-shirts, of course, all from our website, which is W3LWrestling.com. Make a purchase and send it to the mailing list while you're at it. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us on Instagram, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and by now you should have done. Use that hashtag, tell us what you thought of Reynolds versus Smith. Speaking of Smith, do you think he's got a good chance of winning the golden ticket ladder match? Anything could happen in that contest, anything could happen at Wrestlution VII, so get in touch and tell us what you think. And of course, check out everything that's up in the box office. Stay tuned to the network as well. We bring you other things, not just Rewind every Sunday at 12. Mike Musso recently put out his Bitter Truth podcast. He interviewed the very good Mr. Ewan Mackey, and they talked a bit about Wrestlution VII. So much for you there to watch, to pass the time, but what you should definitely do is make your plans to be here next week, because we'll be one step closer to Wrestlution VII being released on the box office. We'll have another fantastic match, another fantastic edition of Wrestling Showdown Rewind. I'll see you in 7 days here on the W3L Network.